Hey, stay right there. My name is Alex Mandossian, and I am excited to teach you the 9 proven repurposing strategies. Now, I am an information marketer. I'm an event management marketer. I consult people on how to manage their events and fill more seats in their events, both physical and virtual. But ultimately, I do 3 things well. I design curriculum, I deliver curriculum like I'm about to do, and I teach trainers how to do the same, but very special type of trainers, virtual trainers. So I'm a master virtual trainer to other trainers. And so if you are a trainer or teacher and you utilize a teleseminar format or a webinar format, GoToMeeting, live stream, or like this, Google Hangouts or YouTube Live, then you are a virtual trainer and you will find a great home with me and me teaching you how to do it. I'm uniquely qualified because I've made more mistakes than anyone else I know living today. And what I've learned is if you don't repurpose content, you will fail faster. And it will be very difficult to recover. Rather than writing a new book again and again and again, day after day, month after month, and writing new content, why not take the same content, cookie cut it, and as a result, make a big bang, like the Big Bang, and get more reach faster, better, and easier on a weekly basis. So this is a 7 to 10 minute Google Hangout on air. It goes into my YouTube channel, and it will be repurposed in 9 proven ways. And repurposing is very simple. It's taking the same content and giving it a new purpose again and again and again and getting extraordinary results. Now, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing again and again and expecting the same result. Repurposing is doing the same thing and creating the same content again and again and expecting extraordinary results. Remember, you don't have to be the early bird. You will get the worm if you're the early bird, but it's the second mouse that gets the cheese. So you don't have to be original. All you have to be is innovative and repurpose the same content again and again, just as Steve Jobs repurposed the MP3 player into the iPod or the mobile phone into the iPhone or that tablet, which he calls the iPad. That's repurposing, and I'm going to show you 9 ways to repurpose your content. So root content, or the original content I recommend that you work with, is a Hangout on air, just like this. It's automatically recorded. It goes straight into your YouTube channel. And if you have a Gmail account, you have a YouTube channel and a G Plus account. Now, G Plus is at the very early stages, so of course it has its problems and bugs, but it's Google. And it's also partnering with YouTube, which is also Google, which makes Facebook, no offense if you're big on Facebook. I have lots of Facebook followers, but, fans or not fans, Facebook is a thumb-sucking baby compared to YouTube and Google combined. So one of the ways you can repurpose your content, if it's a Hangout, is you can take it and go straight to your YouTube channel and optimize it there. That is one way that you can repurpose immediately. The second way you can repurpose is through the article directories. Now, with YouTube channel, what you do is you create a keyword optimized channel with custom graphics, and you're getting more traffic there, along with a playlist. With these article directories, each article is derived from the transcription of your Hangout on air, and easyinarticles.com and goarticles.com are 2 examples, and they're found online, and they get certain yield of traffic from time to time. But you want to do all of this, not just one of these things. Google Plus page. What is a Google Plus page? The Google Plus page is the social media platform for Google, and those posts are submitted, and by submitting the post from the transcript, you can use an infographic, you can even put up a video. You get more Google juice. Google loves Google, right? Because Google owns Google. Facebook fan page, you can put Facebook posts, and one piece of content like this one. This one right now, I'm doing what I'm asking you to do. It's being done automatically the moment it is done. In fact, it's already done out there. You're probably watching this as a result of repurposing. So your Facebook fan page is a 4th way to get more traction. LinkedIn posts. Now, each week, video or the written word will be added to the appropriate groups in the LinkedIn groups. If you know something about LinkedIn, you know that those are entrepreneurs and business owners that have typically higher disposable income. It's a great part of the internet to own. Online press releases. Now, I don't know what press release group, or syndication company you use. There's PR Buzz. I prefer PR Reach. There's PR Leap. There's PR Web. But you want to have one press release put out every single week, because that is editorial content which has more impact than advertising content. You know what a blog is, right? So putting blog posts, why post new stuff? Why not post the transcript from this Hangout? So that's the 7th way to repurpose content. Then audio podcast. Now podcasts are very powerful. You can have video podcast or audio podcast. What I love about podcasting is it gives a lot of juice. On iTunes, you get Apple juice. Not just Google juice, but Apple juice. That's going to be the new term coming up. And then there's the Web 2.0 sites. Now, Web 2.0 sites are a group of about 60 plus sites where there's maximum social influence exposure there. If you haven't heard of the Web 2.0 sites, then you should start learning about that. Google Web 2.0's websites, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. And then as a bonus, of course, Twitter Tweets, which is the ADHD social media platform of all social media platforms. When you do this again and again and again, using the same content, then what will happen is you will become number one on Google. Now, if you go to Google and you type in how to make money on Google Hangouts, you will see that I'm number one on Google and YouTube. If you go to YouTube and type that in, you will see that Alex Mandossian is number one. Monetizing Google Hangouts, you'll find me on the first page. How is this happening? Through this way. Now, what I just did, I gave you 9 strategies, okay? Could I go deep with each of these strategies? So next week, could I talk about how to use your YouTube channel? And the following week, could I talk about article directories and how to go deep there? And then the week after that, could I talk about the G Plus page? So bottom line is I have, yes, 9 strategies from this brief hangout of 7 to 10 minutes, but I can go 9 more hangouts deep and own the repurposing sphere or realm online by constantly casting a huge net out. So what I just did is I went wide and shallow, and then I can go narrow and deep with each of those strategies. Actually, I gave you 10 because there's also Twitter. So I have 11 weeks of editorial content, this one and then 10 more. What a way to make sense and no longer be overwhelmed, okay? No longer be overcommitted and no longer overcomplicating things. I want you to become an overachiever. That's why you're watching this, right? And this is called Big Bang repurposing, because like the Big Bang, you do it once, and then you have this universe of planets and, in this case, content. My name is Alex Mandossian, and if you want to become number one on Google, I recommend that you don't put out new content. I recommend that you repurpose content. All good wishes, and I'll see you next time.